radio silence was broken to transmit the code, En garde. This meant the successful completion of Operation Trident. Having achieved much more than what the ship set out to do, it was now time to get back safely. The passage homeward was ridden with its own set of tribulations. The ships were now vulnerable to Pakistani air attacks. Veer developed machinery problems and its speed was reduced. The same happened with Nipat when its fuel hosepipes gave away. And in the meanwhile, Pakistan radio put out a message that an Indian vessel had been sunk. INS Nipat, the only boat not accounted for at the time, was feared sunk amidst tense and confusing moments. But Nipat returned in the night on the 7th of December to a hero's welcome, all thanks to the ingenuity of its engineers, who managed to take out oil from the pumps and used it to run the engines. The success of Operation Trident prompted the Navy to push further in. A second offensive and the final kill, named Operation Python, was launched, in which Vinash took on what was left of the shipping and harbour assets at Karachi. Operations Trident and Python were a great success. Flames from Karachi could be seen from 60 miles away. Shipping traffic to and from Karachi, Pakistan's only major port at the time, ceased. The Pakistan Navy's main ships were either destroyed or forced to remain in harbour. With $3 billion worth of damage, most of the oil reserves and ammunition having been lost, warehouses and workshops destroyed, and the Pakistani Air Force base hit as well, Karachi was perhaps the biggest victim of the 1971 war. The Indian Navy accomplished the task assigned to it within the first few days of the war. Blockade was imposed, and control of the seas around both wings of Pakistan was with the Indian Navy. The swift operations by these small vessels had a dramatic effect on the war. Pakistan was starved of its war efforts, which catalyzed a meek surrender in the east, while Pakistan begged for a ceasefire in the west. Victory finally came when General A.A.K. Niazi capitulated on the Eastern Front, and the Indian armed forces triumphed. In the moment of crisis, the Indian Navy had distinguished itself with honor. The President of India decorated several officers and sailors of the 25th Missile Vessel Squadron in recognition of their gallantry and display of selfless dedication to the nation. After these successful operations, the Missile Vessel Squadron was conferred the title Killers. The stunning success of Operation Trident, accomplished by the Killers, brought home an unparalleled glory for the country, and the 4th of December, the day Karachi burnt, came to be known as the Navy Day. In the late 80s, it was sought to replace these aging OSA-class boats with some new generation missile corvettes that would carry into the next generation the glory and fame that had been established by the Killer Squadron. The first of the batch of 5 new ships acquired from the USSR, INS Veer, was commissioned on the 26th of March, 1987. 8 more were constructed in Indian shipyards under license. These ships, with twice the displacement, are armed with 4 surface-to-surface missiles, a better electronic mission suite, and a 76mm gun with a higher and more accurate rate of fire. Twin AK-630 mounts are fitted as a close-in weapon system, primarily to engage an incoming missile. Over the years, the Killer Squadron has maintained focus towards synergy, working in tandem towards transformation into a fighting force networked for the realm of the future. Continuous emphasis is laid on keeping the ships at sea, to provide greater training value in real-time conditions and core competency areas like practice missile firings, surface shoots, anti-air tracking, underway replenishments, and interception exercises, amongst others. This Killers Squadron, ladies and gentlemen, is the lethal force of the Indian Navy, ever ready to draw first blood.